The bass in the Brooklyn rooftop club hit like a fist. 25 floors above the glittering mess of the city, lights smeared across the East River like spilled champagne. It was Ava Moretti's 24th birthday, and she was already regretting every decision that led her here. She leaned against the glass railing, black dress hugging her curves, hair loose and dark like her father's temper. Her friends, Lila, Tara, and Mia, were half drunk, half feral, screaming over the music about how boring she'd been lately. "You're literally a ghost at your own party," Tara yelled, shoving a neon shot into Ava's hand. "Drink. Then do something stupid. It's your birthday, bitch." Ava rolled her eyes. They had no idea. None of them knew her last name wasn't just a coincidence with half the waterfront businesses in Red Hook. They didn't know her father, Vincent Moretti, had spent 20 years building an empire of concrete, blood, and silence. They didn't know every time she left the house, 2 SUVs trailed her like shadows. She'd spent her life invisible. Private schools under fake names. No social media. No boyfriends. No risks. Tonight was supposed to be different. One night of pretending she was normal. "Truth or dare," Mia slurred, eyes sparkling with mischief. Ava sighed. "Dare." The girls shrieked like they'd won the lottery. Mia scanned the crowd. Traders in untucked shirts. Influencers posing for invisible cameras. Then her gaze locked. Him. Ava followed the finger. He sat alone in the darkest corner booth, black suit sharp enough to cut glass. Mid-30s. Dark hair, darker eyes. A scar sliced through one eyebrow like a signature. 2 men stood nearby, not drinking, just watching. Ex-military vibes. Or worse. "That's the most dangerous-looking motherfucker in here," Tara whispered, delighted. "Go kiss him." Ava laughed once, sharp, nervous. "You're insane." "That's the point," Lila said, softer now. "When's the last time you felt anything, Ava? Really felt it?" "Every day," Ava thought. "Every time I remember Mom's funeral. Every time Dad looks at me like I'm the last piece he has left to lose." But she couldn't say that. Instead she downed the shot, liquid fire in her throat, and stood. The walk felt endless. Conversations hushed. Eyes followed. She felt like prey and predator at once. Up close, he was worse. Tall, 6'4", easy. Broad. The kind of calm that came from knowing you could end anyone in the room before they blinked. He looked up. Black eyes locked on hers. No surprise. Just assessment. "I'm going to sound crazy," Ava started, voice shaking just enough. One corner of his mouth twitched. "Try me. My friends dared me to kiss you." He leaned back, arms spread along the booth. "And you're actually doing it?" "I guess I am." He studied her. Long, slow. Like he was memorizing every freckle. "You don't look like the type who takes dares." "I'm not." She stepped closer. Close enough to smell cedar, smoke, and something metallic underneath. "But tonight I'm trying." He considered. Then, quietly, one kiss. "Then you disappear." She nodded. He didn't move at first. Just watched her come to him. Ava's hands trembled as she braced one palm on the table, leaned in. Her lips brushed his, tentative, testing. Then he snapped. One hand caught her waist, the other slid into her hair. He pulled her down onto his lap in one smooth motion, mouth claiming hers like territory. Not soft. Not sweet. Hungry. Demanding. His tongue swept in like he had every right, and God help her, she opened for him. Heat exploded everywhere. Her fingers curled into his suit jacket. His grip tightened, possessive, like he was marking her in front of the whole damn city. When he finally let her breathe, his forehead rested against hers. Voice low, rough. Go back to your friends, Principessa. Before I decide you're not leaving. Ava stumbled off his lap. Legs shaking. Lips bruised. The girls were screaming, jumping, filming. She let them drag her toward the exit, laughing on autopilot. But she looked back once. He was still watching. Expression unreadable. One finger tapped the table, like a promise. Or a countdown. 3 days later. Ava tried to forget. Classes at NYU coffee runs. Pretending her pulse didn't jump every time she saw a black suit on the street. Then Thursday evening, leaving Bob's library, she saw him. Leaning against a streetlight across from Washington Square Park. Jeans now. Leather jacket. Still looked like sin wrapped in control. Their eyes met. Ava froze. He crossed the street. Traffic parted for him like it knew better. Interesting coincidence, he said, voice that same low gravel. I go to school here, she managed. I know. Her stomach dropped. You looked me up. I look up everyone who puts their mouth on mine without an invitation. A ghost of a smirk. Ava Moretti. Hearing her real name in his mouth felt illegal. And you are? She asked, trying to sound braver than she felt. Luca Rossi. The name hit like a bullet. Rossi. The Rossi family controlled everything north of 14th Street. Drugs. Clubs. Ports. The kind of power that made even her father careful. She should run. Instead she asked, why are you here? Because you kissed me, he said simply. And I don't forget faces. Especially not ones attached to Vincent Moretti's daughter. Her blood chilled. You knew who I was that night? I knew the second you walked across the room. He stepped closer. Question is, did you know who I was? No. Liar, he murmured, almost fond. You read people like your father taught you. You knew I was dangerous. You just didn't know how much. Silence stretched. Dangerous. Electric. I should go, she whispered. You should. But he didn't move. Or you could stay. And we could find out what happens when two empires collide over one reckless kiss. Her phone buzzed. Her father's head of security. Where are you?